The Oklahoma Tourism and Recreation Department is rolling out a $1 million ad campaign built around the Imagine That slogan unveiled 2 years ago. Television and online commercials will target out-of-towners as well as Oklahomans seeking a fun staycation. Taelyr Jackson joins us now with more on the campaign. Taylor.
Rich, the 6 new TV commercials were of course filmed right here in the state, but they also feature Oklahoma talent. The Department of Tourism used both Oklahoma actors and artists to bring their vision to life.
I kind of went Bob Wills, Western Swing meets Hollywood Strings.
Blue sky smiling at me.
Singing his rendition of Irvin Berlin's Blue Skies on this commercial is 5th-generation Oklahoman Kyle Dillingham. He says this new campaign will truly allow viewers to imagine what Oklahoma has to offer.
What I love so much about this campaign is it just elevates this idea of that I've always experienced in my whole life, growing up in red carpet country in Enid, Oklahoma, and my family from Wacomas and Bison. Even some of these little towns that maybe you haven't heard of, there's lots of great things to discover, even just the simplicity of life.
When you travel Oklahoma, you strengthen Oklahoma.
At Monday's ad campaign launch, Lieutenant Governor Matt Pinnell promoted tourism as a way to continue to grow Oklahoma's economy because tourism is the front door to our state.
All these companies that we're looking to, recruit to the state of Oklahoma, it starts with a visit. It starts with them coming to Oklahoma to see if it's a kind of state that they would want to live in. And the quality of life and the tourism attractions that we've created around the state of Oklahoma over the last 20 years gives us the opportunity now to compete for those businesses.
Post-pandemic Oklahoma has now become a destination instead of a flyover state. And this campaign showcases the beauty that comes with Okie authenticity.
Tourism has immensely impacted the state's economy. 2021 tourism brought in $10.1 billion. That has increased state and local tax revenue by 3.3% since 2019.
We will be investing some money inside the state, but with the limited resources that we do have, we want to spend most of those in strategic locations, targeted locations in a regional footprint.
Those targeted locations include our neighbors, Texas, Missouri, and Arkansas. And those visitors are bringing desired sales tax money with them.
Every community bases their budget, operates off quite a bit off of sales tax revenue, paying for police and fire in Oklahoma City, Tulsa, or anywhere in between. So it's another very key point. Oklahoma relies upon sales tax more than most any other state. And if we're going to continue to rely upon sales tax at a level that we do, we better care about a tourism industry and invest in a tourism industry that's bringing critical sales tax dollars to the state of Oklahoma.
When people come and they spend money, and we had our best year ever, they leave those dollars in our city, our region, and in our state. And that money we can use to help better schools, better roads, and then create more attractions that bring even more people to the state.
Pinnell says Oklahoma spends less on advertising compared to states like Texas and Arkansas. In 2021, Arkansas spent a total of $7.5 million in tourism marketing.
Texas has the largest budget in the region. Arkansas is very competitive today. There's a lot of competition for those dollars between Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Kansas. But again, it's us and Kansas, probably the lowest advertising spend in the region.
To help increase the spending budget, lawmakers are looking for ways to invest more money into tourism marketing. That investment could lead to more tourism dollars in our state.
Senator Bill Coleman has a bill to raise the cap on our promotional funds. We're capped right now on how much money we can spend inviting people to the state of Oklahoma. For every dollar I spend advertising the state, I get at least $7 back. So the ROI is very good when it comes to advertising the state and getting people to come to the state of Oklahoma and spend money.
Oklahoma might spend less, but recent developments like Greenwood Rising and the TV show Tulsa King have attracted visitors to the state, leading to one of the best tourist seasons in Tulsa.
Well, we just had our best year ever with Tulsa Regional Tourism. So there are so many new openings. We had the Woody Guthrie Museum, but the Bob Dylan Museum just opened. We have the best park in the United States, the Gathering Place. Also, when you look at what's happening with Black Wall Street and all we did with Greenwood Rising, that is a phenomenal museum. And then hosted the PGA Championship last year. So
President of Tulsa Regional Tourism, Renee McKinney, says Oklahoma has a little bit of everything to offer for everyone.
So all of our cities and all of our towns, we want to make sure that we elevate all of our state as a whole. So when you come here, you get a little bit of something different all across the states. And we're creating a civil rights trail. We're creating Indian different trails connecting the stories, because we have 3 sovereign nations in Tulsa. So we have Cherokee, Osage, and Muskogee. And between all of that, we are just so different. I mean, this is the authentic American story. It starts right here in Oklahoma.
You might recognize a few of the locations featured in the new commercials, like the First Americans Museum located in central OKC and Turner's Ballpark in Davis.